your Hello and welcome to the Python 3 Complete Masterclass course. My name is Mihai and I will be your instructor throughout this entire training, so it's nice to meet you. First of all, who am I and what are some of my credentials? I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Telecommunications and Information Technology from the top university in my home country, Romania. I am also certified by several organizations like Cisco, Juniper, and the International Software Testing Qualifications Board in network engineering, quality assurance, and software testing. My work experience includes several network automation engineering and quality assurance jobs in major corporations where I learned and used Python to optimize my daily tasks and simplify some processes. As an online instructor, I am teaching Python since 2015 on Udemy, the GNS3 Academy, and other e-learning platforms, having tens of thousands of students from over 170 countries enrolled in my courses. And last but not least, I have to admit, I am a geek. Yeah, I said it, and I love it. Now, you may say, okay, this guy seems legit. He definitely knows a thing or two about Python programming. Perhaps he's doing this since forever, but I currently have no clue about programming. It must be really hard to reach this level of knowledge from scratch. Well, if that's a concern to you, then let me show you something. This is my school report from college. The image on the right shows my computer programming grade, 5, and that's out of 10. In Romania, 5 is the minimum grade for passing an exam. So, I was terrible at programming. Notice one more thing here. I passed this exam on the 7th of September 2008. But computer programming was a first-year subject, and I started college in 2005. So, I tried passing computer programming 3 years in a row and failed each time until 2008. So, if you think you know nothing about programming now, trust me, I was a disaster. Why was I then a catastrophe for the programming community, and now I am teaching it to thousands of students? Well, that's because years later, I found someone who taught me the right way, using examples and exercises, not countless hours of memorizing theory. And now I'm doing the same in my courses and my students can confirm it. But enough about me, let me show you what this course is all about. First of all, is this the right training for you? Well, if you would like to learn Python 3 from scratch and then apply the skills you get from this course into the real world, then you're definitely in the right place. No matter what your current job is, whether you're a test engineer, a database admin, a systems engineer, a network professional, or simply a geek or an aspiring geek, then this course is the right one for you. No prior Python knowledge is required, so don't worry about that at all. Next, let's get a couple of things straight right from the start. This is not a theoretical course. I think we both hate learning lots of theory and listening to never-ending speeches, no matter how cool the topic is. That's why my approach is 100% hands-on, and to prove this, you're going to write your first basic Python script 15 minutes after starting this course. No, I'm not joking. In fact, you'll write tons of code alongside me throughout the entire course, so don't make yourself too comfortable and don't reach for that popcorn. Instead, get your keyboard and fingers ready for action. Moreover, you will encounter lots of quizzes and coding exercises to solidify each of the concepts you learn. As I said, 100% hands-on. The last thing I'll add here is that, at the end of this training, you will have gained real-life Python skills applicable to most jobs and necessary for nailing most interviews. Excel automation, database automation, and network automation, among others. Now, how is this course structured? Well, there are 5 levels, and you will be required to go through each of them in the order I provided them in, so that you will benefit from a coherent and consistent learning process. This is of utmost importance to both you and me. Now, let's go through these levels real quick, and then I will outline all the additional benefits that you will get from this course. At the 0 level, which is the first section of the course, you will learn the fundamentals of Python. We will go through installing Python 3 together, then using and customizing the Python interpreter, and of course, you will learn how to properly write and execute a Python script. We will also cover user input, meaning the way the user is interacting with a script and passing data to the program. And finally, you will learn how Python variables work and what data types are available in Python. Next, at the beginner level, you will learn how to handle all the data types, how to use them inside the interpreter and scripts, and the specific methods that Python provides for dealing with each data type. All of this using lots of examples, quizzes, and coding exercises, of course. Then you will enter the intermediate level, where mid-level concepts are discussed in depth. First, you will learn how to work with if-elif-else conditionals, for and while loops, and exception handling. Next, we will discuss a core topic in Python, functions, along with other related concepts like modules, arguments, parameters, and namespaces. Finally, you will learn how to handle files on your operating system, including creating, reading, writing, appending, and closing files. This is going to be super interesting, trust me on that. After all of this, you will promote to advanced level, where you will learn how to work with pretty high-level tools like regular expressions, classes, objects, inheritance, comprehensions, lambda functions, iterators, and many, many more. This is what separates the men from the boys, or women from the girls, you get the idea. Then it's time for a short break. Actually, no, it's time for a general recap. And here I provide you with two very useful tools. A Python 3 cheat sheet, which contains all the previously discussed topics and some examples as well, and a Python 3 ebook, 200 plus pages long, that you can download and use offline whenever you don't feel like watching videos or solving coding exercises. Both the cheat sheet and the ebook are completely free of charge, and you can download and use them whenever and however you like. Next, it's time to put some of the concepts you learn in practice again. How? By building a Python 3 application which is actually a scientific calculator with an interactive user menu. You will build this from scratch, and it will be able to perform basic math operations like addition or multiplication, and more advanced ones like logarithms or trigonometric functions. Sounds pretty cool, right? Is this all? Well, no, it isn't. Next, you go to the superhero level. This is where you will start learning real-life job-related skills like Excel automation, database automation, and network automation. These skills are crucial for most programming-related jobs, and you should have them in order to stay relevant in the job market. Again, we won't discuss theory at all. Instead, you will code and test alongside me until you master each line of code in these sections of the course. Finally, let's talk a bit about the course management and what other benefits you get from enrolling in this training. First of all, I will upload new content once a month, completely free of charge for you. And when I say content, I mean new videos, quizzes, exercises, or other additional resources that might help you polish your Python skills or learn new ones. By the way, there is a lecture towards the end of the course that contains a list of upcoming updates, so you'll know what to expect. Of course, I may decide to add even more new content besides the one outlined in that list as a surprise. As always, you will have unlimited lifetime access to this training by simply logging into your account from any device. Also, you can go through the course as many times as you want, so don't worry if you need to watch it again next year. Very important, I will be there to help you with any issue or question you might have during the course, so feel free to post in the Q&A area of your course dashboard and I will reply as soon as possible. As a bonus, I have also added an appendix at the end of the course with some of my older Python 2 content. Although version 2 is slowly getting deprecated, there are still lots of systems running it, so it never hurts to take a look at this as well. However, Python 3 is the most relevant version today, and I strongly encourage you to focus your efforts on this version. Last but not least, don't forget that, in case you find this course useless for your career, you are covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee, full refund, no questions asked. If you choose to drop the course in the first 30 days since your purchase, then you will lose access to the course and all of its benefits, and there won't be any hard feelings. However, my guess is you will like the content. Having that said, hit the enroll button and I will see you in the first lecture. Let's get started.